Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Black and Blue Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament here in 2020. I am Parasolf, and today I'll be bringing you footage of Jack's debut match here against Blonde, who'll be playing his second match here in this tournament. Second or third, perhaps? Let me just double check that. It is his third match, actually. He lost both his initial matches, so he desperately needs a point here. Jack can afford a loss, given that it's his first match. Remember, only 4 of the 6 players who play in the group stages will get through to the playoffs. Let's get started. We are whipping out Crom and Byleth. Really, Jack? That's brave. Okay, so this should be a fairly close match, I think. Closer than most of the ones we've seen before. Both players a little bit rusty, but I think we're going to be able to see some good smash here. Nothing too one-sided. And certainly the score is reflecting that already. Both players... Oh, massive hit there from Jack, sending Blonde screaming and flying into the sky, but not enough to get the kill. About 50% damage advantage, cut now down to a little bit more. Not sure why Jack's playing Byleth, to be honest. I thought he'd played Pikachu or one of his usuals. Jack definitely with the advantage here, spiking Blonde there, high up into the sky, 117% damage on Blonde. Blonde fighting back, however, getting Jack up to 76. Jack struggling there with the recover, but he's managed to do it. This is relatively close at the moment, even though there is something of a 60% difference. That's a nice hit there by Jack on Blonde. And it's first stock down. Blonde will lose his first stock, and Jack goes up 3-2 in this match. However, he's already on 90% damage into his first stock. If Blonde can pull this off, if he can get a kill quick, he can make sure that first stock was null and void. However, he's got a little ways to go before being able to accomplish that. Jack getting in that first hit of the second stock on Blonde's life. Blonde needs some big, more consistent hits than this. He is not doing very well at the moment. He's struggling to land hits, and when he does, they're not quite the power he needs them to be. Holding onto his shield a bit too long there. Jack now racking up the damage in that second stock, up to 54% damage in one combo. There we go. That's exactly what Blonde needed. Sending Jack flying, but he needs to finish him off ASAP if he wants to get back into this round. Good hit. That's exactly what he needs. 141% damage on Jack. He is able to recover, but one more hit, surely you'd have to imagine, and he's out. Nice counter there by Blonde. Blonde goes in. He's looking for that elusive hit. He can't take any more damage, and he does it! He sends Jack flying out. We are now back at level pegging. Jack with a 54% damage advantage, which is already cut in half. Blonde rapidly climbing back into this match. Jack now the one struggling to land a hit. Really... Oh, that was very dangerous there by Jack, but he does manage to recover. Now, Jack is still in charge, but only by about 30%. Blonde rapidly finding his way back into this, but Blonde falling victim to a couple of massive arrow hits there by Jack. With only 40% difference between, now only 20% difference between these players. This is on a knife edge. This could go either way. I promised you guys a good contest between these two, and that's exactly what we're getting so far in this first round. However, Blonde now sitting at 105% damage. He's going to have to cut that deficit fast. Jack now on 90% damage, doing good. There is no one player is holding for very long at the moment. It's a very momentum-based game at the moment. However, Jack's still with the advantage. No! No, not anymore! He loses that second stock, but Blonde goes down as well! Ladies and gentlemen, both players on 1 stock each. Both going in with 0%, and as so far, Blonde has the advantage by about 15%. This is so close. This is amazingly close. Blonde, massive improvement in performance over his last 2 games. Jack making a great debut here, but only one can take away this first round and get the win that they need to start off this match with a bang. Massive combo there from Jack, getting massive amounts of damage on Blonde. However, only 9% difference between the two of them right now. Now only 3%. Very, very slight advantage for Jack. No, that's been raised by a fair amount. Blonde needs to be careful. Oh, good thing he missed that. Deficit cut back down to 2%. This is on a knife edge, ladies and gentlemen. Massive hit there, though, by Jack. And now Blonde sitting at 93% damage. Oh, this is close. Blonde scraping his way back into this, but he can't afford another major hit from Jack. And he just got one. 105% damage for Black. Good hit there, though, on the recovery. Jack now sitting at 83.4% damage. Oh, he can't afford to get hit here. He doesn't. Good dodge there by Black. However, by Blonde. Jack knocking him up into the air. This is dangerous territory for Black. 139% damage. One more good hit, and he is out of this. He needs to be so careful with his aggression. 152% damage. He can't take much more of this. He gets a big hit on Jack, though. He needs something huge, and he needs to be very careful about doing it. 166%. Can he recover? No, he can't, and Blonde will go down. But what a good round that was. Definitely the best round we've seen so far in this tournament. Unable to make the recovery there, but Blonde really, really made that close. He has done a fantastic job here in this first round, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So, Jack, that's going to be very important for him, getting that first round, not only of this match, but of the entire tournament under his belt. Blonde, that's going to hurt a little bit, but he knows that he can compete with Jack here. He knows he could scrap up against him, but he also knows that his tournament may well be on the line. He is the player who has suffered the most losses so far, and he has, after this match, he's only going to have 2 matches to go in the form of Law and Quick. One of those you'd have to imagine he's got a pretty good chance of winning. We don't really know much about Law because we haven't seen him play Smash in a long time. He switches over to Cloud, which is his signature hero, to see if that will improve things at all. Jack sticking with Byleth. And it's going to be an immediate hit there for Blonde to get the first hit of this match. However, it's only 7%. Jack claps straight back. Blonde now with the Cloud banking on these massive hits. That's a nice combo, getting Jack up to 47%. Blonde in charge early on here, and he's getting some big hits in. Jack struggling to find his footing early in this match, and already sitting at just under 100% damage. Blonde, the switch to Cloud, absolutely inspired. 114%. Jack is barely able to get a hit in. He can barely move at the moment. Manages to get a hit in there on Blonde, but not quite enough. He needs to rack up a lot more damage than that, and maybe that's what he's doing. 68, 84% damage. He is rapidly coming back into this fight. Blonde just about able to recover. Good dodge there of Jack's attack. Blonde now up to 133% damage on Jack. He's doing very well here. Jack able to recover. It's very close here, but oh, whiffed that attack, Blonde. Oh, it's a spike, and Jack sent screaming off the edge of the stage. It's the first stock down for Jack. Blonde takes advantage here. However, he sits at 117% damage now. Jack on course to make this count. However, Blonde slapping back, 18% damage here on his second stock. Oh, nice dodges there by Jack, but he wasn't able to follow it up. He still got hit there at the end. He needs to get rid of Blonde's first stock and do it now if he wants to get back into this. He is losing damage, now at 58% damage. He needs to fight back, and he needs to do it fast. Oh, brilliant shield there by Blonde. Beautifully done. That could have been dire for him, but he is still fighting, and not he's not. Jax finally sends Blonde flying off the edge of the stage. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight here. However, 70% damage near enough on Jack. Blonde hasn't taken any damage on his second stock yet, and he gets the first hit here after recovering. Jack's got to do a lot of work to get back into this fight, and he's going to take a little more than a single sword here to be able to do that. Blonde's switch to Cloud has been a massive improvement over the last round. He did very well last round, but he's firmly in charge here. However, as I say that, the deficit now cut from 80 to 40%. Jack being pushed off the edge of the stage. Blonde cheating it a little bit there, but the strategy is working. He's now got Jack sitting at 111% damage. 50% on 56%, 68% on Blonde. He's fighting his way back, but he needs more consistent damage. That's a really good shield. A lot of the shields and the dodges have been very good so far in this match. Both players playing a little bit of chicken there, just trying to figure each other out, take a small break of a couple of seconds. Jack loses his second stock. I didn't think he was going to go out there, but he is now on his final stock with only 68% damage on Blonde in his second stock. He needs to have a massive hit streak. He needs to lay down the hurt now without taking damage, but that's 34% damage for him already on his final stock. He needs to get that second stock off Blonde now, but he is really struggling to recover here. Blonde is juggling him all over the place. He just can't recover. Now Jack sitting at 83% damage on his final stock. His chances of winning this rapidly losing away, and Blonde is very much looking, with this switch to Cloud, like he can get back into this match and take us to 1-1 level peggings. We are about level in damage. Oh no, it's going to be nasty! It is nasty! And Blonde wins the second round 3-1 and takes himself back up to level peggings with Jack. This has been a fantastic contest so far. However, Jack may have met his match in Blonde's Cloud. This would be such a vital win for Blonde. I explained earlier, Jack has the entire tournament. He's got 4 more matches after this to be able to reconfirm his position. Blonde, if he loses here, has pretty much abandoned all hope of being able to make it to the playoffs. However, that was a good round. And were I a betting man, at the moment, my money would be on Blonde. However, Jack, don't count him out just yet. He had a great first round, scrappy victory, and he certainly made an impression in that second round. Now we're going to move on to Pokemon Stadium for round 3. One player will take advantage here and go to match point, but who will it be in the meanwhile? Just find out in just a moment. So, we have got Cloud and Byleth once again switching to other sides of the stage, but that doesn't really mean anything. Pokemon Stadium, Battlefield Formation. Oh, not Battlefield Formation, my bad. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Who will be able to take advantage here in what has easily been the best match so far in this tournament after only 2 rounds? We could still have 3 more to go, including this one. It is Jack who will get the first hits, but that very rarely means anything. He's going for those big dash hits. Blonde holding back a little bit here, trying to get those massive hits in, as he quite so often does as Cloud. KG beginning to this third round here, but ooh, big hit there on Jack, not quite enough damage. I think less damage than perhaps Blonde would have wanted to do. 10% deficit between the two of them, or 10.1 specifically. Both players struggling to get a hit in here at the moment. Shields are good, dodges are good. However, Cloud gets in a couple of big hits there. Jack slapping back. Ooh, and they are now 0.7% damage between them. But, ooh, that was sloppy from Jack. And Blonde manages to get the advantage again, about 20% between them. Unable to maintain his shield. He falls back down, 96%. He's almost at the crucial 100% damage deficit. Sorry, damage in general. But big hit there from Jack to send Blonde flying off the side of the stage. Not enough to do any serious damage, however. The deficit cut down to about 20%, sorry. Big hit there from Jack. If he can keep getting these hits in here, and if he can get the first stock off, he's put himself in a very good position to win this third round and take advantage. What the hell was that? Blonde sends Jack, destroyed him, flying off the edge of the map, and takes the first stock off of Jack, who needs to get back into this fight rapidly. That was a bad loss there of his first stock. He could have easily fought on for a bit longer there. He needs to rapidly get rid of Blonde. However, Blonde firmly taking control of this round and of this match here. 66% damage on Jack already. Jack barely landing a hit here on this second stock. Oh no! How? Blonde with another gigantic hit sends Jack flying off the stage. Jack gets Blonde back, but it's 2-1 with both players on 0% damage. Blonde with a significant advantage here. Jack is going to have to play like an absolute god, or Blonde is going to have to make a catastrophic mistake for Jack to be able to get back into this. He's already at a 40% damage deficit. He needs to be disciplined, strong, and controlling here to be able to win this. If he wants to take advantage in this series, it's looking dire for him. It started off well, but Blonde is seriously taking advantage here. Jack now at 94%, 180% on his final stock. He's very lucky it wasn't out there. Blonde sitting at 23% damage on his second stock. Jack, oh, he's taking immense damage. He just can't fight back at the moment. 158% damage. Is just a matter of time now until Blonde can pull this off, but that's it. Blonde with another 3-1 victory and moves to win match point. It started off very well this tournament. Those first 2 rounds, very close. That was a bit more one-sided. Blonde had done significant damage there, and he really built up on his momentum and went all in on there on Jack and managed to claw his way back. And is now, for the first time in this match, in charge as we go into round 4. Jack cannot afford another loss. We will be moving to final destination for this round. Jack must win to stay in this and get his first point of the tournament, but Blonde is looking strong right now. He has fought back, and he is doing well. It's hard to see past him clinching the win and getting this one. Let's find out what happens. Jack is going to switch back to his classic main, Wolf, who he's well known to be playing. So, here we go. It is going to be Blonde who gets the first hit, 10%. Rust may play a factor here. Jack is moving back to his character he's very comfortable with, but already at 55% damage, hasn't landed a single hit on Blonde so far. This is not looking good for Jack, who is in desperate need of some momentum to get back into this match after losing the last 2 rounds, but he is just being toyed about here. Blonde is destroying him. Finally, Jack lands his first hit, but there's a 70% damage deficit here. Now 90%. Blonde is toying with Jack. There's nothing Jack can do. He is so out of shape here on Wolf. He is just not landing any hits. And Blonde is absolutely annihilating Jack. He just can't do anything. 140% damage. Jack's only landed a single hit. Okay, he just landed another one. Quite a decent one as well. But he's got a long way to go to get back into this. One good hit will send Jack flying off the edge of the stage and losing his first stock. He is going to have a mammoth task on his hands to get back into this match. However, does get a nice hit there on Blonde, but he can't afford to be hit. He's getting back into this match. He's getting some crucial hits. But it's still a big deficit of about 90. Oh, it's getting worse now. It's about 110. No, wait. No, it's about 100, sorry. Both players playing a bit cagey here, making use of their shields, making use of their dodges, but it is going to be Jack who gets a crucial hit there, sends Blonde flying. Ooh, Blonde just about able to recover. Oh, big hit there by Jack. He is getting back into this fight. Blonde again able to recover, but oh, that's unfortunate for Jack. He gets caught in the attack, the recovery attack. Oh no, Jack! Brilliant move. He sends Blonde flying off the screen, and we are at level peggings. Jack with Blonde, sorry, with a very minor damaged advantage, but all things considered, how Jack was about 110% off at one point. We are looking remarkably even now with both players on their second stock. This is great stuff. It is going to be Blonde taking advantage early on, but again, we're going back to the cagey mode. Big hits there from Blonde, though. Jack now sitting at 70% damage. Blonde just under 30%. Jack needs to get in some big hits if he wants to get back into this. The advantage is not that considerable, but that's a big hit. Jack very lucky to be alive right now. 115% damage for him. Only 35% on Blonde. Jack is going to need to pull off something magical to get back into this stock. He's now sitting at 142% damage. He's really rapidly losing his way. Again, lucky to still be alive. 151% damage. Blonde only needs to do one more hit to get rid of that second stock. One big hit, and there it is. Jack now down to his final stock, and he can't lose it. If he loses this stock, he loses this match. He is now getting back into the fight. He's beating up Blonde, doing pretty well, getting a big few hits in, but 30% damage there off the bat from Blonde. Jack needs to get rid of Blonde quickly and efficiently. He can't afford to take much damage in his third stock already, but now sitting in 50% damage. It's not looking good for him. Oh, that was a bad whiff. Now he's sitting at 80% damage on his final stock. Blonde still on his second. Blonde, I'm sorry. I'm convinced Blonde has this. Blonde, no! Blonde, oh, foolish maneuver. He is down to his final stock, but with a 102% damage bonus advantage over Jack, now to 80%, now to 90%, now to 100%. He's juggling Jack, he's throwing him all over the place. Jack has done very well here today in his debut match, but I think this one is wrapped up in Blonde's favour. 150% damage on Jack. He has got a mammoth of a task ahead of him. He wants to pull this off. Blonde has been the better player, and it is reflected in the score. He will take the final round 3-2 and take the match 3-1. Ladies and gentlemen, Blonde's first win of the tournament. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fantastic match. Definitely the best we've seen so far. Definitely the closest we've seen so far. No one-sided gameplay here. Blonde will walk away with a crucial point here in this match. Jack still has 4 matches to go, but a loss to Blonde. That's not a good way to start things off for him, but he's still got a very, very good chance of making the playoffs. He played well here tonight. He just needs to practice up a little bit, and he should be good to go for a match against Quick later on tonight, hopefully. So, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I am Parasloth, and I will hopefully be back with you later tonight for a couple more matches. We will see. Until then, peace out.